All right, guys. So we're going to talk about sexual harassment, and we just want to understand to what extent do we term a situation? At what point do we call a situation or describe it as a sexual harassment situation? Because I feel like every time you get into a relationship with a woman, yeah, and then things go sour, they begin to term certain incidents in that happened in the relationship that either had some bit of friction or sexual harassment, which I think should not be the case, because in every relationship there's some sort of friction here and there, right? And there's some sex that is had with not a lot of consent but still wanted. You get that kind of sex where you have it but you don't want it, but it happens.
And it's crazy.
And it's crazy, yeah? And
okay.
But you
You guys, you're speaking in sync. Chichi na ye.
This is a serious.
Why are you getting in that sometimes sex is crazy after arguments and
stuff like that, and so it's wanted by both of you, right?
Yeah.
But then what I've noticed, that there's a pattern of women that have begun coming up describing incidents that happened in their relationship as sexual abuse. Yeah, and oftentimes it's after things have gone sour. Maybe the guy is not taking responsibility for the kids, or a guy is acting some type of way that they begin to say, this guy abused me, this guy is like this, like this, like this. So I just want to put it to you, William. You start with this.
Yeah, boy. So Abba.
Yeah?
Laptop you produce again.
Munonyeza charge na.
Saba mulabya abune bimuwabo.
Alanga ngaweta.
Alenge byechika kwe bitumye. Just got up.
Was like I is creeping in the dark. But I like your zeal. I like.
I was like, this is not
won't
right.
allow it.
Abagamba ndi fresh.
From sin. Okay. So I was, like I said, I'm just putting up to you, William, to take this over.
All of us.
You're the one supposed to start.
Bakulonze so
Producer kuganga.
Nali nchikozeeko.
No.
Kwe tulonze
Go
kwa
to
man.
Nose.
Because when the time when I put out my rant last time regarding similar issue, he said he has done it before.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start by saying.
Oh shit.
I start by saying I'm against sexual harassment. That is it.
Yeah.
I'm against, if it is truly it, I'm against it.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think sometimes women, especially women, they overreact when there is a breakup. Sometimes they overreact. Like this week, we saw Whitehead. Last week, she came out and she was saying things as if she was not involved. Okay?
Yeah. What did she say?
Whitehead was accusing exiled writer Kakwenza of sleeping around and running away from women and harassing women. It turns out this week, because when she ranted, she quoted Stella Nyanzi. I think Stella Nyanzi was forced to come out and also, like you already say, and tell us her side of the story. We didn't call her. She invited herself.
Okay.
So, we were shocked to learn that Kakwenza allegedly was also in bed with Whitehead.
And Whitehead.
So it was, I think, for Whitehead to come out, according to Stella Nyanzi, feminist according to Stella Nyanzi, it was just a sour word.
Relationship that went sour.
It is just a romantic relationship gone wrong. I think that is the right word. naye ng'ate wali whitehead we yali
let's
atugamba
use English.
when
Yes.
whitehead was ranting when whitehead was ranting
Producer.
it seemed
I'm tired.
she acted as an activist or advocate of sort, yet she might also be a victim
Of
according to Stella
Stella
Nyanzi. Okay, but personally I'm a very private man, and I would like to advise fellow my youth. Is whitehead a youth? I don't know. Okay,
she's in between.
everyone, please take your romantic relationships off social media, because jemba mwatandikira we don't know. You've been eating each other, we didn't know. Why are you coming to us when things are going wrong? When you guys were enjoying, you never invited us.
Crazy sex.
You wanted it to be a party.
But otherwise,
Okay,
otherwise
why are you only inviting me when things are going wrong? Why didn't you involve?
That's
Do you know
very-
that eriyo abantu betulaba nga their relationships are just growing? Like we used to see, it's called Raymond Mujuni.
Yeah.
She started as a stalker of kind.
Of Kanye
Yes.
Rita.
Commenting, akolaki. Ochegera, it grew. Ochegera. Nechitaninga out to be serious.
So he said it on social
Ochegera,
media.
kati abo as ife ba in-law, social media in-law
Mubigayi.
tuyina
We have a
wewawe
stake.
ekibaawo we have a stake mu relationship tuyina okubawabula oba baagala
Because
oba
started on social
tebaagala.
media.
Yes, we saw it growing. Naye kati bano, okay, first of all kanzireyo ntandise ova ku mulamwa sexual harassment kanzireyo. First of all, I'm against it. I've given my example. I'm against it. But the thing is, Ugandans, men and women, we should normalize having sex and moving on. It shouldn't be that every person where you engage with, mugenda kwewasa, mugenda kuwangala. Please, omuntu okugira one night stand, it is normal. Babitukoze ne batublokingirawo ne bakola ki. We've never
Man,
ranted anywhere.
That's the most painful thing.
Kifudde ku mutima.
Nyo kivudde wala.
Babitukoze.
Guys, we should normalize sex. It is just sex. If it is not rape, if nzize nenkukwana, you accepted, netufuna consent, you give me ko. If I eat and don't come back, please don't look for me. Ate tompayiriza mba ndidde siwomeddwa maybe oba mba ndidde when
You just want
kyenabadde ndowooza si kyensanzeeyo.
So you are just an explorer.
You see
Of
the
sort.
thing with
Not everyone is exploring.
the thing with having sex is for the first time it's like
So hold the
going.
microphone properly.
You know, the first time you have sex with someone is like
A mic check.
you're on a job interview, right?
You're testing the
Yeah,
water.
you're
is it?
testing, you're seeing if they can execute these duties very well, if they can
So,
write
like microphone 1 2.
yeah, like 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4. So and that should be it. Like when you go and do an interview, you should not be mad that you were not called back. I mean, it's my job. Like
Omanyi singa betunyigidde. I remember one
So-
time I dropped my seed at UBC. Tebagikebya ngenda bagitwala eri ebeera kasasiro. I remember.
You saw it.
Yes. Tebakebera batwala bibokisi.
yeah, but you shouldn't be mad.
Yes.
I mean, it is their job. Like they have to select. It is they reserve all the rights
Yeah.
to select who they want. So the same applies to having sex for the first time with someone. It's like that. So if they call you if they text, if they show that they still want you, now just know you've got the job.
Okay.
Right? So you can do the job, you can do the job for a month, for 6 months, for a year.
But
but the person might just decide to terminate you.
do you know
And you should be okay with that as well.
Swaba always gets the job on first started.
Okay. Actually,
I mean,
it was
my CV
He
is very
overdoes
rich.
himself.
it was
My CV is very rich.
the guy read for me CV over there, and I was really sorry.
What? Now you're making. He's insinuating different things.
He overdoes himself.
I don't overdo myself. I don't overdo myself.
Overdance, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Hey, overdate kumulamu.
Okay. Kati.
Sexual
I
harassment.
was just
Painting a picture.
I was first painting a picture of being okay with whether you yeah. You should move on, as you know. You can get other people, you can get other jobs, you can get.
But really, you're talking about the sexual harassment.
Yes.
This is
So
what
I'm
I'm
coming to that. Now, you asked to what extent.
Yeah.
First of all, the extent where someone is not okay with whatever you're doing.
Whether you're dating, you're
Yes.
married, or what.
Yes. That is sexual harassment. Another thing that is termed as sexual harassment is being persistent. You know, with asking for sex from someone, you're always like texting them, I want to eat you. You have a nice body. Yeah. Please come. Okay. Okay, let me come. Okay, let's meet at this place. Okay, the last time I saw you, I didn't even sleep. Yeah. Please, if I don't have you, I will die. Like, come on, man.
Oh, that's harassment.
Yes. Like, because by the time you reach that extent of sending all that stuff, it means the person doesn't really want to have it with you. So you're trying to look for all ways, all words, and all
them.
actions for you to get into their pants. By doing that, you're actually harassing them.
Then if he's like that, then I think every man right now would be guilty.
No. There is an extent, because there is asking for stuff like, "Hey, do you think we should? I think we should do this."
That's what I'm
right?
I'm referring to.
And the way you bring it up,
Yeah.
might really not offend the other person. Might even persuade the person to give in.
Okay.
But when the person says no, I don't think we should.
And then you're
do
pushing
this.
hard.
And then you
Oh,
push
alright,
it.
okay.
And then you push. And then you start calling in, during
Awkward
odd
hours.
hours.
Oh.
And then you even sometimes even start stalking them. You know the place where they chill most. You go there. You be there. I see you.
Because
see.
there's
That is
a thin
harassment.
line between harassment and rape.
Exactly.
It's thin.
And
Yeah.
some people cross it like
Yes.
All the
Kasogiramu katono
Yes.
you rape.
yes.
But you know, guys, seriously, like this is a very intricate matter,
It is
because I'm quite sure if you did a survey of every man in Uganda, at least maybe 90 something would be guilty of it.
because I
know.
think because
Yes. Because it takes different forms of late. It takes different forms.
And there is percentage. For example, now if you're to if I'm to look at, let's say I'll talk about me. If you look at the people maybe who have tried to get into bed with me, and then I'm looking in terms of those that have been harassing me sexually, like verbally, like he gave the example he gave, it would be very minimal, because most people you say no to, they might push a bit, because I guess about the extent of which it reaches harassment, you can't tell. Because there's when you tell someone no, then they try some more, and then you tell them no, and then they like chill. But like it's not like because you tried some more at all, it becomes harassment. No, like there is when you can know it's just no, it's off.
Obsessive.
Yeah, obsessive, and that I haven't had that honestly. So when you say 90-something%, I think you're wrong.
Okay.
It's just like the extent to which. It's not like every time you even try. Yeah.
It's harassment.
Maybe that night it is his circle.
You're my circle.
But
I'm the other percentage.
but where did you get that start from?
That's
like
that, I know,
like
right?
what
That's why
kind
I'm
of
saying his circle, but I'm on the other side.
Oh wait,
I'm
hold
not-
up.
I'm not.
Do you do that?
I'm not.
No, I don't do that.
You
but
must be part of the 90s
no,
something.
no. I don't do that because, but I'm just imagining because, most guys, when they're trying to court a woman, they always have the notion, but they made a call. So I imagine these are some of the things they put out
No,
there.
Olemelako is not like sexual necessarily. Olemelako, maybe you insist on seeing her, you insist on maybe you go through that friend, but you're not like, I want to see you, I want to you, I want to you, I want to.
See TV, but what matters is the tone and the way you're communicating
Yeah, the way.
is key.
Okay, so then what is
Tojja kugamba ojja kumpa.
so
Yeah,
what
jakufuna.
Alright, now
And things like naero nakufuna.
Yakulaga.
Come on.
No, that's extreme. That's extreme. But now, at what point does sexual harassment, does a situation become defined as sexual harassment in a real relationship
As me,
when you're dating?
if you do anything against someone's will,
Yeah.
you're harassing that person.
But then you're a traditional guy, yeah, and you know very well that in African traditional society they say that when you want, you want. A woman has no say.
Yes, when you want to, you want, but we are in a modern era now.
What do you hold up? That's setting you said what?
If a man wants,
Uh-huh.
he wants toyina gamba yes.
You have to give.
And that thing,
You have to give.
yes, ekyo bakyogeranga for married people.
You say
First
I know,
of all,
right?
it was for married people. Naye tutuuse kati mu mulembe gwaffe buli omu azibuse, we all agree a husband can rape a wife.
Yeah.
What do you mean
You know
we all?
that?
I don't agree. Why are you saying we all agree?
Yeah.
You
Rape.
don't agree that a husband can rape a
Oh
wife?
no. Can rape? I thought you meant can rape like it's allowed.
No.
I thought that
What do you
can.
want to do to
No,
us?
that's
No.
honest. I thought what you
Oh
meant.
my God.
So I'm like,
No.
no, we're not agreeing with that.
We are in a transformed.
No, but it can happen.
and-
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I.
We are in a.
But then I have a question, William. Like, if a husband rapes his wife, yeah, does the wife have to report the guy to police?
Kasi otaddemu ekigambo rape. Rape is a crime. Oba ani. If
Okay.
it is rape,
Nikki, let me give you a scenario. You've come from town, you're just tired, you don't want to have sex. Then your guy comes and he wants sex.
My husband.
Yes,
What
your
guy do you
husband,
mean?
your
Okay.
husband
Yeah.
comes and he just forces his way into you. Would you report that would be defined as rape, right?
That's rape, yeah.
Would you report him to police the next day?
No, that depends.
Oh.
Because it depends on how I want to handle it. If I'm going to involve in the internal, family or something like that, because going to police is extreme. It could be if it's a consistent thing, because it's your husband. You don't want to just blow things out of proportion at the slightest chance. Yeah, so you might involve family because it is rape. I will not keep quiet about it. I will talk to him about it, see what he says about it. Then if he maybe goes on, involve family of I will not keep quiet. That's the whole thing. But not necessarily go to police unless it is, way beyond our family. Yeah. But it's rape. Like rape is rape, it's wrong. Whether you're married, it's just no.
whether you've invested how much in her.
I
or
know. You don't have to.
At this point, I think a lot of men need to be
No one is
sensitized about these
entitled.
things.
There is no entitlement to sex. It's just not there.
But unfortunately, we don't know what is happening in some marriages, especially those traditional people.
Well,
But also, I think government should try, like the way they say, whoever alleges should prove. Bana abavayo ne boogera bino. Nti William raped me. Some people do it just for malice.
Yes.
And ye wamala okyogera
yeah,
nga
done the
yeekweka
damage.
nga
Yes.
kiyitaawo.
And one time we talked about it in the podcast here that when a woman says that she was raped by you, police does not even investigate that. How did it happen?
They don't
the
give
guy
it
is not
attention.
given a benefit of doubt. They just listen
Buli
to the
omu
woman.
akusalirawo omusango they and then.
Yes.
That's the first thing. naye bwe kiggwa nothing is done to the woman.
Yeah.
Yet kyandibadde nti okwewala bino ebyo sometimes abalimba oli bw'ajja nampayiriza, the authorities should take up the matter, they investigate paka ebakiggusa. Bwe tuzuula they come back publicly ne bagamba nabweteme owayiriza William tukusindisa eruzira emyaka ago n'abadde akirowoozaako ajja kivaako.
ekyo kituufu, but the unfortunate thing is it's very hard to prove rape unless it is instant, because they prove it mostly by getting what does inside you, and then they look at maybe the wounds around, the forceful entry has to leave some injuries around you, so they look around there, then maybe even body parts that are injured, that's what is used as evidence. But of course they won't just do, sometimes you could have rough sex when it's not rape, so it's a bit tricky to prove. Yes, now
Wait.
The strangle me.
So the challenge is proving it is tricky unless it is in like those first few hours.
Maybe now that brings me to one thing. We should make it more, how can I say, the way now you see people that are living with AIDS, they can willingly come out and tell us. I think they should make it that way, because ebiro bino ku kyalo waba wagamba nti bamukute tebaddamu kwana muwala oyo.
Yeah.
Ochegera, that's segregation that comes with you coming out.
The stigma.
I think kireetera abamu okwekweka, but jukira kiba kyakutuwa that trauma. Yeah, ekuvaako at least when you've said it.
Yeah, it is relief.
So yeah, I think there should be sensitization, as you said, to make people comfortable to come out.
There are such places in America. There's a way they are called, whereby they take you, rehabilitate you, and put you in a position to speak up for yourself.
But that's sexual harassment, rape, man. That topic is so, I don't even know.
It's complex.
It's very complex, because there was even a time when where I work, we mostly deal with medics, and then there was I think she was a patient. She came to report at my workplace because she knows we issue out licenses really for medics. So she came to report because, I mean, if you're getting misconduct from a medic, where are you going to report? So it would be nice to report for, maybe they could terminate his license or something. So she came and then she said, there is this medic. He was trying to test for something. I think maybe like a gyne. He wasn't a gyne, but he was acting like a gyne. So he put his fingers inside of her, and then he basically violated her. So now for her, because she knows this is a medic and her problem was there, she assumed this is, probably. But then it's just felt uncomfortable of when there is medical attention, there is getting more than medical attention. So eventually this guy is making, queer sounds, and then she's like, what's, stop, I'm uncomfortable. Okay, why are you laughing?
Wait.
So...
No, she came to report, but then now she came,
So the guy was mourning.
She said he was making queer sounds. Not, I am reporting, I was not there.
Yeah, of course, the queer sound is mourning.
Yeah, so he was making queer sounds and he was becoming really uncomfortable. So she pushes him away, and she really realizes some kind of resistance of how someone is almost there and then you're pushing them. That kind of resistance. And she's like, okay, so she kind of screams and then she goes out. So she did not know how to react, whether to go to the administration, to that, whether, she was confused. First of all, this is a medical person. Now, the guy wasn't even a gynecologist, but now she did not know that. You get it? But my point is, it's very tricky. Now, she came to report to us, I think that day after. She has bathed. Okay, yes, there was not he did not penetrate her, but it was sexual assault. Yeah. He used his fingers.
But
and now how do you prove that? Okay, yes, penetrate her using fingers. Okay, you know what I mean, stop. But No, but you get the point. Like, how is she going to prove this? It happened to her.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
know.
happened to several, because apparently it's around a university, the clinic or something. So imagine how many students that has happened to by this particular person. And she doesn't even know how to report this situation.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it goes
but-
back to what I said. There has to be, like, together with what William said, there has to be, programs that enable these people come up, so that when someone is
Empower
raped
them
today,
and- yeah.
they know where to go first. So
And they
that
know in what time span to
Yeah.
go, like of go immediately, then they check you.
And,
the sensitization as
and-
well.
and such places should be made very secretive and secure.
Exactly. And
those people.
easily accessible.
Yeah.
Naye kati
Ti bwe
government
ŋŋendayo
yaffe
manya
eno-
sijja sanga lugambo wa like the way people visit their personal doctors n'omanya nti ono yankebera bwe nkisanga ewalala oyo ng'ofubutula you can even sue that person. Workplaces, it should be made mandatory for workplaces to have therapists.
And like New Vision, that's those guys. They even have a number you call on in case you feel you're being
'Cause
abused by an employee.
Nowadays maze kukula naye ndabanga stress is real and stress can easily turn into depression and
And you
The
just
But
person
saw-
is
also,
gone.
yeah, that's true. But it also depends on the kind of workplace and also the type. For example, if it's a private entity, kati olaba otekawo budget yaki eya therapist, what does that do to the entity? Secondly, also depends on the nature of I said nature of work already. Let's give an example of maybe Wall Street. I'm giving randomly because now that kind of work is stress work. Of how do you not have a therapist? Like how? It's
So
like
the
part
nature of
the
work
job.
has to determine
Yes.
how much.
Now there's some work you do and it's not like the nature of work doesn't involve
because
that.
like our nature of work is creative, being a creative.
Now creative
So-
might need therapy because
It
it's
needs.
crazy. Yeah.
Because there's a point to reach and you can't write, you can't think, you're just there. And you just don't. The work is needed, but you just don't feel like.
Yeah. And I think, anyways,
But for me, largely, I think the reason that's why there are this funny misconceptions of women coming out to report sexual assault, even when it is not necessary, is because feminists, I think, have made it look normal to use such instances to attack
the boy child.
the boy child.
Yeah, I can agree to that to a certain extent.
Well, no, but you see, yes, I do agree to a certain extent. I can't rule it out entirely that it's an attack on a boy child sometimes. However, the fact is women are usually assaulted by men like almost all the time. Do you know what I mean? Yes, sometimes it's a move to attack. It happens to throw down someone and all that. But in most cases, why it even works is because it happens a lot. Otherwise, it wouldn't be working. Of like, you'd come at a boy child and it would flop miserably because it doesn't happen. But because it happens often in society, it's so easy to throw down a boy child like that.
Well, that's why it's rare to bring a woman to book when she has assaulted a boy child.
Because it rarely happens. It happens, but that's why you say
But nowadays it is common.
that's why you see domestic
Bantu
violence.
mwe mukuba.
Ng'omukazi akuba omusajja tebibaawo nnyo.
Mukuba, you stress.
Just that we don't speak up, but you guys beat us badly.
Yes, you stress us. Okitegera kati swaba ayinza okuba wano nga just emiya girlfriend amubuuza gy'aludde naye nga ne girlfriend ali live alaba akulaba.
Where were you on Friday?
No, my girl knows I'm sailing on the boat podcast
With the who?
with the click.
Is the time you reminded me something. Waliwo eyasembayo okungoba yokulya wano ekifaananyi with Nikki. Nambuuza why is it that it is you near her? What's wrong? Mbuneera gwe lwaki si gwe yabadde eri esembe eri ku mabbali.
Yeah.
Some
Some ladies.
That's just silly.
Some ladies vachisusa. They could even dump you for liking someone's pic on Instagram.
Why do you like people's pics?
Come on, I don't even know that person.
Yes.
The person just looks
Just so
good.
gamba. This is a nice picture.
Yeah. It's a nice picture. This is a nice background.
Yes. At times nsobola okuba nga nalayikinze nga ndabye engatto.
Yeah, sometimes even grass. Yes, grass.
That is why they look for a serious excuses. Now when she asks why you like to say, I like the grass. The grass, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Yeah, it could be just the grass. But anyway, liking someone's stick should not really be a major reason to break up with someone.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. That has been episode 19. We hope you guys have enjoyed the episode and all the topics we've spoken about. Give us feedback where you feel like we need to improve, or engage us on the comment section, YouTube on the Board Podcast, Facebook, same on the Board Podcast, TikTok. Please come through and support us. Thanks for the likes. So far, by the way, we've hit 300 subscribers.
Yay, 300.
On YouTube. Yeah, 300 in 3 months.
Yes.
And on TikTok, we have 400 followers in about 2 months. So you're really doing well.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for the support. It's been me, Francis.
Nicolette.
No man.
Kasoba William.
And Kasoba William, the local man. Out to Sukawo. See you guys next time.